Good morning, everyone. BST 12th class, chapter 11, marketing management. And yesterday we did only the few concepts of marketing, in which we did the meaning of market, consumer, marketing, definition of marketing, then features of marketing, in which we did need and want, creating a market offering, social process, customer value, exchange mechanism. Then the last topic, which we did yesterday, was what can be marketed. So I told you each and everything can be marketed, which has some utility. Utility means which has some want satisfying power, need satisfying power of the consumer. So all those things can be marketed. So I told you that physical products, which are tangible, services, ideas, experiences, persons, places, events, information, organization, and experiences can be marketed. Today's topic is very important topic, that is related to marketing management philosophies. Marketing management philosophies or marketing management thinkings. Okay, marketing management philosophies or marketing management thinking. We will do only one topic today. And it's a very important topic, as from this topic mostly case studies come. And you have to identify the concept. So different marketing thinkers have given different concepts of marketing management. These are also known as marketing management concepts. So three topics are there: marketing management concepts, philosophies, and thinkings. So the first concept is production concept. Total 5 concepts are there. And the first concept is, all the latecomers, make sure you people are entering in class on time. Otherwise, I will lock the class so that you people are not able to enter in the class. So I'm noticing that all those who are coming late. So there are total 5 concepts: production concept, product concept, selling concept, marketing concept, and societal marketing concept. So under this topic, you can make a web chart, and you can divide it in 5 parts. First is production concept. This is the concept which was in existence at very early times. In very early times, we can say at the time of independence, when there was no competition. Few sellers or few brands were available, and consumers were forced to buy only those products. So in this concept, the main focus is given on the availability and affordability of the product. All the producers believed that the buyers will be buying the products which are easily available in the market, as well as they are affordable. So at that time, the main focus of the producers was on two things: that one is the availability, and second was the affordability. So if in any of the case, we can say these two are the keywords of this concept: availability and affordability. So if in any of the case study you are finding these two words, availability and affordability, then definitely the answer will be production concept. Means their main focus was to increase the production, because when they will be increasing the production, means they will be doing the production at large scale. So they will be getting the benefits of economies. You must have studied benefits or savings of economies in economics. So in large quantity, when they will be producing, they will be buying raw material in bulk. They will be getting the quantity discounts and other benefits. So in this manner, they will be able to produce the large quantity goods comparatively at a lower price. When their cost of production will be lower, then definitely they will be able to offer those goods at lower prices in the market. So their main focus was on availability and affordability. Affordability means price of goods was very less, keep the price less by producing in large quantity. Availability means focus on the distribution channel. Distribution channel means the channels or the intermediaries through which the goods are made available, from the place of producer to the place of consumer. So their main focus was again on two things, availability and affordability. It was believed by the producers that the consumer will buy any of the product. They will not bother for the brand. They will buy any of the product which is easily available in the market. Easily available in the market, it means your distribution system is strong at lower price. When the producer will be able to offer the product at lower price, when the cost of production will be lower. So their main focus was to increase the production, and it was believed that profit maximization would be achieved only by producing at a large scale. Because whenever we are producing at large scale, then we will be getting the benefits of economies of scale. Economies of scale means savings. Whenever we are going to increase the scale of production, then definitely we will be getting the savings. Like if we want to produce in large scale, then we have to buy all the raw material in bulk. So in that case, we must be getting the quantity discounts or bulk quantity discounts. So in this manner, the producers were able to reduce the cost of the production. But the serious limitation of this concept, the limitation of the concept is not given in the notes or the books anywhere. So limitation of every concept you can write in your notebook separately. Okay, students. So the limitation of this concept was that in this concept only focus was given to increase the production, to make the goods widely available, and to make the goods available. Quality of the product was not considered. After few years or later on, it was believed that all the consumers will not be buying the products which are easily available in the market at a lower price. So considering those consumers, the next concept came into existence. Due to this limitation of this concept, the next concept came into existence. So which is the next concept? Product concept. What was the limitation I told you in production concept? That the quality was not considered. Main focus only on to make the goods available at cheaper price. But in society, there is always a class of consumers who will not buy the cheap products. They believe in quality, not in the price. So considering those consumers, or to capture that type of consumers, sellers or producers started giving importance to the quality of the products. So the product concept believes in the product, and the production concept believes in the production. Production means large scale production. So in this concept, it was believed that the consumer will buy those products which are having better quality, superior quality, which have some good features, better features other than the previous products. So product concept stress on quality of the production, not the quantity. It stress on quality of the production rather than the quantity of the product. So each and every seller tried to add some more features or to improve the existing features of the product, so that the better quality products can be given to the consumers. Moreover, those products were offered at a comparatively higher price, because whenever we will be adding some more features, more quality to the product, then definitely it will increase the cost of production, and in turn it will increase the price of the product. So in this concept, high quality products and to improve them over time. So just because of this concept, the sellers tried to do the innovations, new techniques, new products. They started finding the new products, as well as they also done the improvements in the existing products. So this is all about product concept. So in production concept, the main focus is on the quantity, and in product concept, the main focus is on the quality. Now, each and every seller was making the quality products, so it had become very difficult for them to sell the products. So to remove this problem, how to sell the product was a biggest problem in front of all the sellers, because every producer was claiming that my product is best, I have added this feature in my product, this my product quality is better, features are more in my product. So everyone is claiming the same. So consumers were very confused, as well as the sellers were not able to convince the consumer, or they were not able to sell their products. So again, the third concept at that time came into existence, that is the selling concept. This concept punch line, or we can say tagline is, you can write in books, it is not given in inverted commas, sell what you have. This product tagline or punchline is sell what you have. It means whatever the producer has produced the goods, now he has to do the efforts to sell those goods only, whether those goods are required by the consumer or not. If they are not having need of that particular product, then create a need of that product. Now the question was how to that need is to be created, how to consumers are convinced to buy the product whatever they have produced. We can take the example, suppose we are going to a mall, shopping mall, and many products are arranged in the windows of the different large showrooms. Actually we are not in the need of the product, but they are presenting their product in such a manner that we are forced to buy that product. Why? Because of the advertising technique whatever they are following, because of their promotional efforts. What are the promotional efforts? Like they are giving the discounts, offer scheme, benefits, many promotional schemes, buy one get one free, buy two get three free. All these are the discounts, 50% off. So all these are the promotional efforts which certainly will be convincing the consumers to buy the product. So in selling concept, all the efforts were directed towards the sale of the product. First concept, quantity of the product. Second concept, main focus was on the quality of the product. In third concept, now the quality is over. Quality, in each and every seller was claiming that my product is best. So at that time, it was very difficult for the sellers to sell their product. So now what they started, they put all their efforts, all their focus in the sale of the product, how to make the sale. So in this concept, main focus, main attention was given only on the promotional offers, persuasion techniques, advertising. After the existence of this concept, more expenditures were made on the advertising of the product or appointing the brand ambassadors of the product. It is just because of the advertising or the brand ambassadors that out of the available different products, we are taking the decision to buy a particular seller's or particular brand product. Why? Because we are greatly influenced by such techniques. So in this process, aggressive selling means selling by hook or crook, means whatever you have, you just sell them. And we can say that it's just like कि आपने एक कॉम बनाया है और एक गंजा आदमी है जिसको कॉम की जरूरत नहीं है, सबको पता है कि एक गंजे को कॉम की जरूरत नहीं है, but still that person has bought your comb. So this is selling concept. Actually the comb is not required by that ganja admi, but he is buying your comb. Why? Just because of your persuasion, your convincing, your promotional efforts. So this concept is just like this. Actually the consumers were not in the product, but they are buying your product. So integrated marketing concept, or we can say the aggressive selling promotional techniques were introduced in this concept just to influence the consumer. Just they have bought your product whether they are in need or not. But the serious limitation of this concept is this, that suppose your product is not up to the quality or is of bad quality, but just because of your aggressive selling or promotional efforts, the consumer have purchased your product. So after using it, they realized that the product was not good. So can we say that in future or next time they will be buying your company's product? No, definitely no. Why? Because a consumer, we can make a consumer fool only once, only one time, not for always. Once he has purchased your good, just because of your persuasion techniques. Persuasion techniques means convincing techniques. You are convincing the consumer. So just because by influenced by your persuasion techniques, he has purchased your product. Afterwards, he has used it, but he was not quite satisfied with your product. So in that case, in future, he will be not buying your product, even he will be doing the bad publicity of your product. He will be telling to all that this particular product is waste of money, don't buy it. So in that case, the image of the company, image of the brand can be destroyed. So we can say that this concept is good, but only in short run, not in long run. If a businessman want to survive in long run, then definitely he has to uh, satisfy the consumer need. Not only he has to try to just to sell the product. Okay. So again, I'm repeating production concept. Main focus was on the production, large quantity. Product concept, main focus was on the quality. Selling concept, main focus was on the persuasion techniques, advertising, promotional offers to convince the buyer, to influence the buyer so that they are buying your product. So after this concept, no concept was in existence for a longer period. One by one, concepts were coming into existence. So after this concept, the fourth concept came into existence. That is the marketing concept. So I would like to tell you two, three more lines in the previous concept. The lines like the company following selling concept must know that the buyers cannot be manipulated every time. Same I told you that the consumer can be fooled only one time, not for always. The customer once wrongly convinced can spoil the company's reputation or image. This thing I have told you. So whenever you are going to explain this concept, then these three, four lines must come in your explanation. So selling concept can succeed in the short run. This also I have told you, but not in the long run. So marketing concept. Before this, we have seen the three concepts. In all the three concepts, customer need was not given any consideration. So before, in all three concepts, whether it was production, product, or the selling concept, the main orientation was on the seller or on the producer or on manufacturer. Whatever they were producing, consumer were buying all those products, customer need was not considered. But after the introduction of LPG, new economic policy, liberalization, privatization, and globalization, we have already studied in chapter 3 that the market, producer-oriented market has now converted into consumer-oriented market. Consumer-oriented means earlier the products were first produced in the factory, then they come to the market for sale. It means first step of the selling was performed in the factory, then the products were coming into the market. It means customer need was not given any importance. But after this concept, or in this concept, this is the only concept in which first time customer need was identified. It means this concept believes that before making the product, first find out the need of the consumer. Then according to that need, what type of products consumer want, actually what they need, what type of improvement they want in existing product, find out the need, then go to the factory and produce the product, then bring the product in market. So this concept starts from market, not from factory. The earlier concepts were started from factory, then come to the market. But here, first concept starts from market. For this, the different companies, big companies have set up their research and development department in each and every organization, and they are doing research on the existing products, and in development, they are trying to create new products with new features, new qualities. And for this, first of all, surveys are conducted by the consumer surveys or customer surveys, that whether they are satisfied with the existing product or not. Some questionnaires are filled up by the customers, and on the basis of their feedback or surveys, the improvements are done in the existing product or the new products are created. For example, earlier we were using like fridge we were using. So in the earlier time fridges, the ice box were at the top of the fridge and the fruit vegetable baskets were at the down lower side of the fridge. But just because of some customer need, now we can see the changes in the fridges also. Now such type of refrigerators are also available in which ice box is down at the down or the lower side of the fridge, and the fruit basket is at the upper side of the fridge. Why? Because some people were thinking that ice box they need not to use on daily basis or regular basis or very frequently basis. Once in a day, 2-3 times they use to the ice box. And the for vegetables and fruits they again and again have to bend, and so, some people may have their problem in back. So to remove their problem, the company identified their need, and they produced such type of fridges too, in which the ice box is at the down and the other parts are at the lower portion in the refrigerator. So the need was identified. Or we can take any simple example, like in earlier days when we were small, then we were using only one shampoo. Everyone in every house there was only one shampoo in their bathroom, but nowadays we can see that many shampoos are there. uh, the number of family member is four, then four type of shampoos will be there: long hair, thick hair, shiny hair, dandruff free, nourishment shampoo. Many type of shampoos are there. Why? Just because the different family members may be having the different need, and the company identified the individual need, and accordingly it has produced the productions. So all these the different varieties, different brand. In Maggie too you can see the different varieties: the oat Maggie, atta Maggie, masala Maggie. Different type of Maggies are there. Why? Because the need of each and every person is different, taste is different. So according to their need or taste, the companies are making the product. This is all about the marketing concept. Then first of all, the customer need is identified. Then products are produced according to that need. So main important thing is here need identification of the present and the potential customer, not only the present, of the potential customers. So customer satisfaction becomes the main focus, important point of the business decisions. In this concept, this was the first concept in which the need of the customer was to be satisfied. Earlier the producer satisfaction was there in all the three concepts. This is the most important concept too. In this concept, this was the first concept in which customer satisfaction was given importance. So the sellers or the producers who all were following this concept believed that the business organization can earn profit only by satisfying its customer. If the customer is not satisfied, then they will not be able to survive in the market. Some of them are considering customer is God. Customer is God for them, because it is only the customer that will be giving him profits or the revenues. So in this system, the main thing was the product, feature, price, distribution, all are to be decided. What will be the product, what will be its feature, at what prices it will be made available in the market, how the consumers want this product, all are to be decided on the basis of what the customer want and prefer. Home delivery system is also started just after analyzing the need of the consumer, that some consumers don't want to leave their house, or they are not having enough time to go to the market or to buy the products. So the home delivery system was also introduced just after the identifying the need. So in this concept, 5 pillars are there. So those pillars are very much important. So first pillar of the marketing concept is identification of target market. Target market is that segment of the market which needs you want to satisfy. Suppose you want to open a new business, manufacturing of the garments. So in garments also there are many type of garment, like formal wear, corporate wear, informal wear, school uniform. So suppose you have decided to manufacture school uniform. So your target market will be all the schools. So I think, am I clear with the target market? Target market means the market which need you want to satisfy. So if you have decided to produce or to manufacture the uniforms, school uniforms, then your target market will be schools only. Or suppose if you have decided to produce the doctor's uniform, then your target market will be all the hospitals. So the market segment or the portion of the market whose need you want to satisfy is your target market. Second, understanding the needs and wants of customers in the target market. After identifying the target market, then you will go to that market and you will try to understand the need and the want of customers. How you will be able? You can conduct the surveys, online surveys, or you can send the respondents which you have earlier studied in 11th class in economy statistics. So after identifying the needs, you will be developing your products or services according to the needs of the target market. Then fourth point is satisfying needs of target market better than the competitors. This point is of very great importance. Why? Because you are not the only one in the market. There are so many competitors in the market. You have to face cutthroat competition in the market. Then why the buyers will be buying only your product? There is reason behind that, because make you must have to make the products according to the need of the target market. Yes, Deepak Sharma, I have already explained development of product or services for satisfying needs of target market. I told you that first of all, you have to identify the market, then you have to identify the need of the market, then whatever the need of that market have come in front of you, then accordingly you will be producing the products. Then whenever you will try to satisfy the need, then you will always add up some extra value to your product, extra feature in your product which is not in the competitor's product. That is also known as USP, unique selling proposition. If you are offering something better, something extra than your competitors, only then the buyers will be buying your product, otherwise not. So every time whenever you are going to launch a product, then some better feature, something better than your competitor must be there. That better is known as some value you have to add to your product, so that the consumers are attracted towards your product. Then fifth, doing all this at a profit. Why you are doing all such efforts, all these efforts? Just to earn profits. So whatever things you are doing, the main motive should be earning of profit. You cannot survive in the market without earning profit. So these five are the pillars of marketing concept. First is identification of the target market. Second is understanding need. Third is producing products according to the need. Fourth is satisfying needs better than competitors. And fifth is doing all this at a profit. And these are the sayings of Mahatma Gandhi, that customer is the most important visitor to our establishment. He is not dependent on us. We depend on him. He is not a disturbance in our work. He is the purpose of it. He is not an alien. He's not an alien in our business. He's a part of it. We do not him a favor by serving him. Rather, he does us a favor by making it possible for us. These are very good lines given by Mahatma Gandhi, and these lines shows that how the consumer is important for the businessman. Okay, so the fifth and the last concept is societal marketing concept. So now everyone was giving importance to the consumer need, and everyone was trying to satisfy the consumer need. So now some manufacturers started hampering the society, hampering the environment. So some of the needs may not be good for the welfare of the society. Like if consumer is having a need of liquor or any tobacco products, so we are just thinking that we have to satisfy the consumer needs. Drugs, that is also a consumer need, that some people used to take drugs, but that cannot be satisfied. Why? Because it is against the welfare of the society. So societal marketing concept, nowadays this concept is in existence. Societal marketing concept, that customer need is to be satisfied. That is the first thing. Every seller, every producer wants to satisfy the customer need, but not at the sake of social cost. Society welfare should be considered, like pollution, deforestation, drug abuse, etc. These things should not be there while satisfying the customer need. So in order to survive and grow, business must serve the interest of all stakeholders: public health and education, environmental protection, employment generation, poverty eradication. It means while satisfying the consumer need, the businessman should also fulfill its all responsibilities towards society, like environmental protection, employment generation, public health and education, all the interest of all the stakeholders. So this concept believes in the overall protection of the planet along with the customer satisfaction. Means society welfare should be there. Not only the consumer need is to be satisfied, but along with that need, social welfare should be there. So we can say societal marketing concept is an extension of marketing concept. Extension of marketing concept means in marketing concept, we have given focus only on customer need, but here along with customer need, we are also giving focus to the social welfare. Okay, So this is the comparative chart of all the marketing management philosophies, because the comparison can come in exam in 2 or 3 philosophies. So here four bases are there. On those basis we have to compare these marketing concepts. So starting point in production concept, starting point is I am unmuting Anshika Agarwal.
Yes, ma'am.
Start reading this table along with their bases. Be a little bit fast.
Okay, ma'am. Basis starting point factory, product concept factory, selling concept factory,
Need
marketing
not
concept market.
listen, Anshika. Need not to read the
Yes, ma'am.
concept name again and again. Okay. Concept names you will be not
Okay, ma'am.
reading. Otherwise, it will take more time. Start.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, Starting point factory, market and society. Main focus large scale production of product, quality and performance, selling existing products, customer satisfaction and social welfare.
So starting
Means
point in
products
production concept, starting point in production concept, in all the other concepts, I told you earlier also, starting point there is factory. Means production was started in factory, then goes to market. And the next two concepts, market and society. Main focus, I have already told you. Start main focus.
large scale production of product, quality and performance, selling existing products, customer satisfaction and social welfare.
This is the important point, main focus. Large scale production, which I told you the main lines of the concept: quality, selling of existing product, customer satisfaction, and along with social welfare. Next.
Means product availability and affordability, improvements in product through selling and promotional efforts, integrated marketing, integrated marketing.
Yes, means how the objective of the concept is achieved. How means how products availability and affordability, by making the products available and affordable, by improving the existing product, adding some more features, through selling and promotional efforts. Integrated marketing means doing all the things. Integrated marketing again, it means doing a comprehensive marketing approach. Next, Anshika, next.
Ends profits through mass production, profit through product quality, profit through sales volume, profit through customer satisfaction, profit through customer satisfaction and social welfare.
Yes, how the profits are earned in production concept, just by doing large scale production. In product concept, by improving the quality of the product. In selling concept, by increasing the sale volume by hook or crook. Marketing concept, through customer satisfaction, and through customer satisfaction and social welfare. Okay, now Kashish, I have unmuted you. Kashish, Kashish, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Start reading the case study. I'm scrolling it. Start fast as it is. Okay, before doing the case study, because it will take more time, I think it will be not be able to do it. Start reading objective type questions. Fast.
Ma'am, MCQ, ma'am.
MCQ.
Qu- Quality and performance of the product is the main focus of which marketing management philosophies?
Yes. Give the answer, students.
Selling concept, marketing concept, production concept या product concept?
Quality and performance of the product.
ये
Quality.
होगा
Quality. In which concept
product
we were talking about quality?
product concept.
Yes, very good. It's product concept. Sometime you people are not.
Next,
Yes.
Prachi Sharma is planning to launch an online educational portal. In order to understand the varied need of the students, she conducted an online survey. Based on the feedback of the survey, she has decided to offer educational packages to the prospective buyers, identify the type of marketing management philosophy being highlighted in the above para.
Yes, which concept?
ये social
Prachi Sharma is
ये
planning to launch an online portal, educational portal. In order to understand the varied. Yes, students, I am waiting for your answer. Give it fast.
show C होगा.
Yes, which concept? Customer need is talked about here. There is no social benefit is there. Nothing is talked about the society welfare. Customer need. In order to understand the
Societal
varied need
welfare.
of the student, she conducted an online survey.
C होगा.
Wherever surveys are conducted to identify the customer need, that concept is marketing concept. It's D. Okay, read next, third question. Yes, Naman, I have unmuted you. Naman, start reading, fill up fast. Yes, Naman. Yes,
Yes,
Naman.
ma'am.
Start reading third question, beta.
The main focus of production concept is on dash of the product.
Yes.
The main focus of production concept is on quality of the product.
Production. It's not
The
product. Yes, everyone is
product.
giving me correct answer. Yes, very good. Dipanshu, Adit, Priyanshi, Deepak. It's quantity. Fourth. Read fast.
The main focus of dash concept is customer needs. Marketing
Yes.
concept.
Yes, the main focus of marketing concept is on customer need. So students, case study I'll be sending you. You will be solving it at your home because very less time is left. So we'll be not able to solve this case study as it is very big case study. So students, today we have done only 5 concepts and a comparison in between 5 concepts. 3 or 4 marker question always come on this topic. So which 5 concepts we have done? Production, product, selling, marketing, and then finally societal marketing concept. In production,